while I'm on my soapbox, I figured I'd say one more thing. Reality check. Just because somebody looks like they're fine doesn't mean in actuality that they are. Sometimes people have bad days. Yeah. And other than that, sometimes people have bad lives. And just because they have a smile on their face doesn't mean that things are great. So don't just go assuming. And just because somebody snaps at you, don't assume that they're a horrible human being either. People just need to vent sometimes. People just need to let out their frustrations and feel that they're being heard. Yeah, the whole communication thing, it's an actual thing. People want to be heard and listened to. They don't need advice. They just want you to hear them. That's another thing that we have to talk about. Take me, for example. People always say that I look completely normal and they would never think that anything was wrong with me unless they knew. But guess what? I don't have to tell people that something's wrong with me. It's not their place. Okay? Understand that. Nobody has to tell you anything about their lives. It's none of your business. If you want full disclosure, though, I will disclose. I am disabled. I suffer from several invisible disabilities. And sometimes I think those are the hardest kind, because we are often judged for the things we can and can't do. And people think, she's just lazy. But guess what? You don't know everything about everyone. Take a minute to figure it out. Stop and ask a question once in a while. It'll be worth it. Please don't just assume that you know somebody's life story just by looking at them. You know that age-old saying, not to judge a book by its cover? They mean it. If you judge a book by its cover, or a person by what they look like or what they act like, you're not getting the full picture. You're getting a glimpse at what you think is the truth. But thinking something is the truth is not an actual fact. Not rocket science, people. Figure it out. And on the flip side of that, don't just assume that because someone's had a hard life that you need to pity them or patronize them. They've had a hard enough life. They don't need you making them feel worse about what they've been through. We all just have to accept each other. There are ups and downs in everyone's life. Nobody's life is perfect. Nobody's life is that awesome. We all know that poor people have shitty lives, but rich people can have shitty lives too. And rich people can have happy lives, and so can poor people. It's all in what you make out of it. It's all in the choices that you decide. So stop and think for a minute about what it is you want. Because once you do that, you might actually find out what's going to make you happy. And you might stop putting other people down.
After all, didn't we decide what is normal anyway? There is no such thing as normal. I don't even know how to define normal anymore, other than it's abnormal to be normal. So if you think that you're normal, I feel sorry for you, because nobody's normal. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has flaws. We just have to accept each other's flaws. And yeah, this is a more serious video, but I'm in a more serious mood today because I've seen a lot of things today that I didn't like. A lot of people treating people the way that they shouldn't be treated. And it has to stop. Somebody has to stop it. All it takes is one person to get it started. If I have to be that one person, so be it. Could use some backup, though.
And so I leave you with this, my final thought.
You are not your past. You are not your future. You are who you are in this moment, right here, right now. The choice is yours to make. So be who you want to be. Don't be what other people want you to be or what you think other people want you to be. Do what makes you happy. And I hope that you find that what makes you happy is being nice to other people, respecting one another, and figuring out how to make this world a little bit of a better place before we lose it. Because that's where we're headed.
Of course I know that it's not that simple. But I just wanted to give you some food for thought. Speaking of which, I'm starving. Don't forget who you are and where you came from, whether it was good or bad. Trust me, both will shape who you become. Don't let somebody make you feel like less of a person just because they're not happy with themselves. That's the whole point of bullying. Bullies don't always bully just because they're mean. Sometimes they bully because they don't know what else to do. And sometimes they're hurting too. Sometimes you can't get through to them, but sometimes you can. Take a chance. Not gonna lie, there are some days where it is really tough to get out of bed. There are some days where it is really tough to keep going. But I'm here, and I'm doing it. And you can too. Everybody can. But sometimes you just have to ask for help, and that can be one of the hardest things to do. Just know that there are people out there that want to help you. And for those of you who don't think that you would be missed, trust me, someone out there would miss you. A lot. I can't think of a single person who doesn't contribute something to this world. Just because some people contribute bad things to this world doesn't mean they're not contributing. Because how can you ever appreciate the good if you don't know the bad? Think about that next time.
Thanks for listening.